I'm not gonna post on social media.
Hey guys, I know, I'm getting ready for work, but guys, you're not gonna believe this. So I'm getting ready for my day. I go and I get a notification on TikTok, and it's telling me that Gypsy is alive. So I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go again. What kind of lies is she spewing? What the heck is going on? So guys, I got some of it screen recorded. I couldn't do all of it because I just could not stand to hear all the lies that she was spewing. Her, Bree, Sheena, the lies. And then there was a couple people on there that was like, oh my God, guys. They were kissing her rear end. Trying, oh, Gypsy's such a great person. And all of this. And it's just sickening. So guys, while I finish getting ready, I want you to take a look at this. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
On the internet, it's not just words on the fucking internet. Start being better people. Be nicer to each other. Remind each other that you are worthy. Because you are. And I'm sick and tired of people fucking invalidating literal people's experiences because they don't like you. You can not like me all you fucking want. But you'll never, ever take from me what I have built myself. And don't ever let anybody else take what you have built for yourself.
Yep.
And
Well
also,
said.
I just want to say real fast, and then you need to go. Amanda and whoever else is saying this. So Gypsy took accountability when she pled guilty, and she also took accountability when she volunteered. Let me repeat that: when she volunteered, because it was not a part of her plea deal to testify in Nick's defense. She was like his star witness. In case any of y'all didn't know that. So, look at my hair because I was in the hot mess. Let me get my bush. Let me get the bush. So, yeah, so that was, first of all, Gypsy doesn't owe us accountability because she didn't do anything to you or me or anyone on this live, or anyone in this world. The only person she needed to be held accountable to was the court, the justice system that, put her in prison for the amount of years she got. She served her time. If you don't like it, go, I don't know, advocate for different laws to be put through. I don't know what else to tell you, but that is accountability. What do you call that? What do you call pleading guilty to a crime? I call it accountability. What do you call testifying and for someone else and taking accountability for your part? And in my opinion, she took accountability for a lot more than just her part. So what was that? Was that just like nothing? And again, she doesn't owe you, me, or anyone else anything. So I think it's weird when people say we want to see accountability. She served time in prison. Like, what is that? Not accountability? Without any shade, how? Without any shade, how? Oh, I just explained it, so never mind. You must have asked that before I explained it. Sorry. Go ahead, Sheena.
Accountability is between a person and God, and they don't owe anyone else anything except for what they talk to God about. They don't owe any of us an explanation or accountability or anything. It's between you and God. And I did want to say on that note, Bunny, if anybody ever feels like they need help, please dial star 988. It's a 24/7 hotline with people that can talk to you, because if you're feeling that way, it always can be better. It does get better. And so please, if you know anybody who's struggling, or if you are struggling, dial star 988 for help.
Yeah, because
Thank
you
you,
know,
Sheena, for that.
You're welcome.
because it absolutely breaks my
You're welcome.
heart that the fact that, and Gypsy shared this on her own live, the fact that Gypsy lived her entire life isolated by her mom and then went to prison, the fact that she came out she's never even been out for 2 years. The fact that she's been out of prison for less than 2 years and already had thoughts like that to do that. Like, does that not, like, I know some of y'all want to act like y'all hate someone y'all don't know, but does that not, like, I don't know, go somewhere in your head and think, like, wow, like, So imagine you never had a normal life your entire life, and then you went to prison, then you got out. Like, it's this, wow, this is freedom. Like, and she has a family now. She has a baby. This should be like pure bliss for her. But yet it can't be because of so many people in the world. And yes, she's way stronger than I could ever imagine myself being. But it's still sad that she ever had to feel that way. Like, how do you come out of something like that and still feel that way? It's really sad.
I don't know how people don't have any sort of they don't feel any fucking remorse for what they have done to Gypsy since she's been out. Like, they want her to have all kinds of remorse for what she did to go to prison, which I have seen plenty of, privately, publicly, and everything in between. I've seen remorse. I've seen accountability. Why don't any of you people think of what you have contributed to her feeling like she doesn't belong on this earth?
And she
I have
does.
something to add to that. So,
Absolutely, she does.
Going back to, people saying, take accountability. Do you know, I think I figured it out why they say that. It's not because they don't focus on the fact that, yes, I took the plea deal, I pleaded guilty, I did my time, I did my parole time, I went to Nick's trial to try to get him a lesser charge and a lesser sentence as a defense witness. But what they are asking for, it's something that is, they want me to take accountability for actions and a narrative that is not true. They want me to say, I did this. I was part of the, con with my mom. I was in on it. They want that to be the truth. And I'm not going to take accountability for something I did not do. That's just like when they, this whole rumor and narrative that they want Ken to be gay. They are harping on that. They've been harping on that, and they will not give up until he says that he is, but he's not. He's not going to say that because he's not. Just like I'm not going to apologize or take accountability for something that I didn't do. I wasn't in on the con with my mom. I was a pawn of her con, but everything that people label me as on this app, my mother was 10 times full, and I should not have to pay for the sins of her fucked up choices in life. That was her. This crazy Blanchard. I'm sorry. She was a fucking con artist, and she was a shit piece of mom. Like, she was not a good mom.
Being complicit in your abuse doesn't make you any less of a victim.
Exactly. Like, yes, she was a victim of me. She was my victim. And yes, I will forever be sorry for that. But just like me, she was a victim and a perpetrator. Okay? So can we not glaze over the fact that she hurt lots of people by conning them and lying to them and scamming the system before I was even born?
Yeah.
That's not something where I'm sorry, I'm not going to praise a child abuser. I'm not going to understand why people are defending and saying justice for Dee Dee. Her killer is in prison.
Yep.
And you'll never hear us saying that either, Gypsy.
No,
because as far as I'm fucking concerned, she got her justice.
Yep. And her judgment is going to come from God.
Yep.
I don't know where she is, heaven, hell. I don't care. That is God for him to judge that. It's like, I'm sorry the crime happened. I can't take it back. I could be a better person going forward. Yep. Which I can't apologize for the sins of my mother. I've tried every which way to say, hey, I'm sorry that this is the life she chose to live. And I'm sorry that I was, a part of it in the fact that I was her pawn and being used along with everybody else. But that is not something I can continuously apologize for. I have my own life to live. I have a kid. I have a family, and I've got a life to live. I'm sorry. And I'm not, deal with it. Just deal with it.
Yeah. Amen.
And it's about time she feels this way. I'm so sick of Gypsy having to get off the internet because y'all feel like it should have been a part of. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't a part of her. And even if it would have been a part of her parole, she's not on parole. You think they're just gonna when you serve your time and you get out, they don't sentence you to punishments during your life too. Oh, and you're never gonna be able to go online. Oh, well, that's how she committed the crime. No, that was her escape. That was her escape from her reality. You know how y'all got to, not all of y'all, whoever got to go outside and go to a friend's house. She didn't get to do that. So she escaped online. Fucking deal with it. And if I hear one more thing about anything sexual, she was in her fucking 20s. She could be sexual as she fucking wants to be. Y'all are weird when y'all talk about that. That's weird.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand what's weird about anything sexual that ever went on in Gypsy's life when she was an adult trapped in a fucking child's life. That's for that. I had to mention that because it's fucking annoying. But yeah, I'm proud of Gypsy for coming back on this app because she wanted to be. And if she don't want to be, she can get off. She can reactivate and deactivate every other fucking day. And guess what? Who gives a single fuck? If you don't like it, unfollow her. Y'all so mad that she has a big following? Go be mad at the people who followed her then. Did she never created the big following. People followed her. She never asked them to follow her. They followed her. I mean, y'all mad at something that she is out of her control unless she does what y'all want to control, which is her be off the internet, her isolate herself like she was her entire life. Why can't she already has to not live a normal life. You know, y'all, there's a lot of people that share their baby. She can't do that. That's exciting. Some people want to share, maybe not all over there. You should never do that. I don't think you should anyway because it's not good. But share a picture here and there. She can't even do that because they have people out here who literally, y'all, let me show y'all. This is what I don't understand. Like, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna go through all my receipts because I got many of them. But I don't know when is it ever okay to like try to like I don't know make suggestions that someone's child has something wrong with them. Like that's so sick to me. Like to say that like when they talk about I can't even find it. So when they say that Gypsy's baby has microdeletion, y'all are gross. Because what the fuck do y'all know? That baby, even if she had a microdeletion, she would have been beautiful. Because I think Gypsy's beautiful. People, if you meet other people with any kind of chromosome disorder, they're all beautiful. They're all different. None of them will be the same ever. But Aurora is so fucking perfect, and I'm just so glad that she's everything that Gypsy deserves in life, and she deserves happiness and joy and bliss, and that's what she gets from her. And she's just the most beautiful growing baby, and so definitely growing. Gypsy looks like a giant in Gypsy's arms, because Gypsy's so tiny, but she really does. But yeah, stop talking about her baby. You're weird if you do. We had people this week, in case y'all didn't know, that got into Gypsy's baby's medical records and posted it online, okay? When is that okay? Leave this child alone. Leave Gypsy alone. If you don't like her, unfollow her or block her. Like, and guess what? I promise y'all, this really works. So I know Fancy thinks she changed the algorithm, but that's... So if you don't want to see Gypsy content, okay, I'm going to give y'all a little trick. So always scroll past it. Like, always. Never click it and never stay on it for longer than like 3 seconds. Go to the next thing. Go into videos, I'm telling you, for a few days straight. Watch all sorts of stuff that you really are interested in coming up on your For You page. I have other accounts that I go to specifically when I don't want to be bothered by any of people making Gypsy content. And it's like full of nail stuff and just stuff that I enjoy. And like, so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see anything Gypsy right now. I love her, but sometimes I just need a mental break. So I will go on that account and I'm like, oh, nail stuff. Oh, this is cute. That's what I do. Don't enter lives if it's about something that you don't agree with. Just keep moving along. It's really that simple, and it makes the world a better place, and it makes you a happier person. I promise you. It's time to y'all don't have to. I know y'all gonna do what y'all want, but it's pointless. It literally is not bringing anything productive to anything in this world. Because Gypsy will never go back to prison unless she commits a crime, just like any of us. Dee Dee is gone, and Nick is in prison, and he's not getting out. But what is the point of sitting online all day and talking about it? And I know that all of you do, but it's just pointless. It really is, y'all. And Gypsy, if y'all knew her, every person who has hated her once that got to know her loves her. Just to let y'all know. I've never met a single person who has got to know Gypsy that didn't always continue to know Gypsy and love her, except for the people, let me make this very clear, except for the people that she had to distance herself from for reasons, and then they turned their back on her, well, completely fucking fucked her over for no reason, just because, you know, people either grow apart, or maybe she's not allowed to be around them at that time because, you know, parole, or maybe because she's just making a better decision by not being around. But, you know, of course, there are people that turned on Gypsy and have done horrible things, but they were shit people. You know, the trash always takes itself out, which is great to know. So remember that if you have shitty friends, they will eventually, they'll take themselves out. But I've never met a person that has like been on a hater side and met Gypsy and didn't like, wasn't like, oh my God, I feel so bad for ever hating this girl, because she's that kind of a person. And she's not defined by her past. She's not defined by her upbringing, and she's not defined by the person who raised her. She's her own person. She spent 8 years working on herself, despite what y'all think. She took classes. She taught classes.
By these
like
TikTok fucking couch detectives who think they have cracked the fucking case.
There are experts who talk about this. If y'all want to watch anything on Gypsy, watch an expert, not fucking Audrey or freaking anybody else stupid out there. Definitely not Becca Scoops. I've showed this before. Becca Scoops has this many medical records. This many. Which she shouldn't have anyway. This many.
I saw that this morning, and it had me riled up. Because why in the world would she say and keep vilifying her mother? And she talks so bad. But she is just like her mother. She's scamming. She's making money. And she's even put her daughter out there. I can't afford baby formula. What is her problem? What is her problem to actually go on here and keep victimizing her victim? And then she wants to turn around and say that Dee Dee's murder is in prison. Well, one of them's in prison. She's not. And if it wasn't for Gypsy Rose Blanchard, her mother would still be alive right now. Her mother may be in prison, but she'd still be alive. Gypsy has also, because, you know, since I've seen this, we are going to go through her interrogation videos. We are. Because even during the interrogation videos, she was lying. She knew her mother was killed. She knew she died. She knew she wasn't on this earth anymore. And what did she do? She lied about how her name is spelled. She lied about her birthday. She's a liar. And that's all she is. She will never change. Never change. And for her to get on here and act like she is just a poor victim and everybody is victimizing her is crap. It's crap. We all know that she's not a victim. And I do feel sorry for her baby. Because, you know, at this point, this baby is going to be raised around a bunch of liars and manipulators. Every one of them. Ken is no different. He is no different at all, because he is just sitting there complicit in all of this. If he cared anything about his baby, he would tell her, go sit down somewhere and be a mother. Why are you trying to be on the internet causing all this drama? Go sit down and be a mother. But she can't do that. She cannot do that. And guys, we're going to do a live again this afternoon because we need to talk about this. We're going to break this down. I love you guys. It's just too much for me to put in one video. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you.